Hi guys. So I apologize that the days are going on and I haven't made a video. But just know I have been thinking about y'all and y'all have been on the back of my mind constantly, but I finally got time to make another video. Something that has been on repeat this whole week is unconditional love. We tell each other that we love one another, and honestly, I don't think we really mean that. There's this post that I saw and it said, why call it love if it's conditional? We say we love one another, but the very second we disagree with one another, or the very second the other party does something that we don't approve of, or something that we do not like, it's a whole nother subject, and that's honestly how we've been programmed to be. We get along with one another whenever everybody's on the same page, when we all agree, and when we're all behaving in the manner that the next person wants us to behave. But we have to remember that we have to allow one another to make mistakes. Like in a relationship, for instance, we tell each other, oh, I love you, but the very second that we get irritated with one another, we push each other to the side, or ignore one another, don't talk in days. We flip the script whenever things are not going how we want it to go, and that also falls in the form of trying to control situations and people. People are not going to always behave how we want them to. That's what makes them a person. Each person has their own set of thoughts, their own set of beliefs, their own set of ways. So we have to learn to be more generous with one another. We have to learn to be softer with one another. We have to allow one another to make mistakes, and we have to tell ourselves it's okay if this person does not agree with me, and we also have to tell ourselves that it's okay that things are not going perfect. It's like we've grown into these perfectionists, and we expect everybody and everything around us to fit into our image of perfection, or our image of righteousness, or our image of normal. Whenever those criteria of ours is not being met, we act the opposite of loving. Something that I learned a while back is, if you won't say that or do that when you're at your happiest or when you're content, don't say it, don't do it. And it's one thing to, take a breather, take a little break, collect your thoughts. But we've gotten to the point to where when our emotions get in the way, it prevents us from doing what we're really supposed to do. If we all know we're put on earth to be loving and kind to one another, but as soon as we get irritated, we're the opposite of that. It's kind of like, in a way, we become hypocrites, because we yell out that we love the universe or God and that we love one another, but that's only conditional. Like, yeah, I love you just as long as you do what you're supposed to do. Yeah, I love you just as long as you're keeping me happy. We set rules on our love. Like, if you want me to love you, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. You can't do this and you can't do that. We are extremely hard on each other. And honestly, it's because we're like that with ourselves, honestly. We only do people how we do ourselves. So, we have this thing to where we don't accept our mistakes. We don't accept our shortcomings. Any aspect of ourselves that's not positive or that doesn't put us in a good light, it's like we're ashamed of it, and we actually abandon those aspects of ourselves, and we pay more attention to our strengths, which doing that is a good thing, paying attention to your strengths, but we have to also get comfortable with accepting our weaknesses. That's a part of unconditional love. We can't just look at the good aspects of ourselves. That's called being, loving ourselves conditionally. Like, yeah, as long as I'm doing this, making this amount of money, living like this, traveling like this, then I love myself. It ain't no, okay, well, the months that I don't have money to do this, when I don't have my hair done or my eyebrows ain't done, I don't really like this side. We have to learn to truly embrace every aspect of ourselves, whether that be good, bad, ugly, whatever you want to call it. We have to also remember that we're human. Every part of us, every part of our body, every part of our thought process, every part of us in general, it's just not perfect. Now, we can work on those flaws. The number one step with Perfecting those is understanding and accepting that yes, we all do have flaws. And that's okay. It's okay. Like you see this little bump right here? I didn't mention it not one time. I like my little bump, you know? It's showing that my hormones is regulating how they're supposed to. Everything's in gear how it's supposed to. You know, we have to be gentle with ourselves, you know? We have to allow ourselves to be humans. We're not supposed to be robots, you know? Robots, they perform perfectly. Why? Because they're being controlled, you know? But we have to love ourselves unconditionally first. That'll put us in a position to genuinely and unconditionally love the next person, you know? Whether it be from a bad hair day, or you're not making the best of grades in college or something, or, you know, you guys like being buff, you know? If it's a guy, he's not as buff as everybody else, you know? You have to accept that part of yourself, you know? Nothing's wrong with wanting better, you know? Nothing's wrong with, you know, wanting to improve yourself. That's the point of all of this, you know, to improve ourselves. But part of improving is accepting where and how we are right now in this moment, you know? And if we can't accept the little things in life and be grateful for the little aspects of ourselves that we do have perfect, how are we going to move to the next step? You know? Like, if we can't accept the little things, it's impossible to accept the bigger things in life, you know? But everything, it starts within. How we do people is how we're really subconsciously doing ourselves, and we're just not aware of it. But now that we know, you know, it's up to us what we do with this information. You know, we have to genuinely love ourselves. We have to all get to that point to where we actually find beauty in the ugly parts of ourselves, you know, whether that be mentally, spiritually, physically, intellectually, whatever you want to call it, whatever level it is, even financially. You know, we have to accept where we are, how we are right here, right now, and be grateful for that. You know, and once the universe sees that we're grateful and we're doing well with this little bit that's offered to us, it'll gladly give us more, you know, because it's like being in a relationship with somebody. When you feel appreciated, you just go above and beyond for this person, you know. And the universe is the same way, you know. When we show that we're grateful for what we have and what we've been blessed with so far, like the mindset that we've been blessed with so far. No, it may not be perfect, but it is in a much better condition than somebody else's mind, you know. Or our financial situation, no, it may not be the best, but somebody out there is way worse off. You know, we have to be okay with what we have and where we are and how we are right here, right now, to be blessed with more, you know. But this topic is just unconditional love. You know, it all starts within. It's impossible to give somebody something that you do not have yourself. I cannot give you an apple if I do not have an apple myself, you know. So unconditional love, it has to start within, y'all. We have to love ourselves first, for our goods, our bads, all of that. We have to love that part of ourselves. We have to embrace it. You know, nothing's wrong with wanting to improve it. You know, that's our mission, to improve. But to improve, we have to be realistic with ourselves and face ourselves, the good and the bad parts of ourselves, and be like, okay, look, this is me right here, right now, you know, and whatever parts of ourselves that we're looking to improve, we can do that. But we have to grow that part of ourselves with love and with nurturing, you know, and tender love and care. You know, we have to embrace it. We have to, you know, nurture it. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. We have to seriously do some soul searching and find out how to genuinely love ourselves and unconditionally love ourselves, so that when we enter into relationships and, you know, going into marriage, and even if it's just in family, we have to have that unconditional love for ourselves first, and then the rest will be added. We'll be able to unconditionally and genuinely love the next person, you know. But that's pretty much it, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day, and once again, love yourselves, and everything else will fall into place for you.